What's going on? It's the GamerCube back with another video. So I got into the Halo Infinite Flight testing. So I've been playing that quite a bit, going through some multiplayer, just weapon drills, pretty much experiencing what I can with the short time you do have to play this. So I wanted to kind of go over my thoughts and opinions and just go over some of the customization in this game and weapon balancing and just tell you what I think of it as a whole. So if I had to compare the armor customization to any other Halo game, really like this whole game in general, kind of the art design, definitely Halo Reach, which is awesome because personally I think Halo Reach had the best armor customization out of any game. Except for maybe Master Chief Collection is definitely building up armor customization with all those classic Halo games, but you can select your color. Now you can't really customize your color as much as you could in other Halo games. It's kind of just like these preset things, but there are a lot of color choices, and there's going to be a lot more, especially when the game is released. Well, when the game is released. So yeah, there's like a lot of kind of just these different attachments for armor pieces that all look really cool. You can also like give yourself prosthetic limbs like robot legs and stuff, which is pretty sweet. You can choose your AI. Now a lot of people say that AI are pretty annoying, but like I choose Butler out of all of them because he's kind of the least annoying in my opinion. And you can choose the color of your AI, and I think that's pretty cool. I think let's hop into training mode right here and we can take a look at some stuff, so I'll be right back in a second after I get this all set up. Okay, so we're hopping into training mode right here. So it does this in multiplayer too, where it starts off with your Spartan, you know, he'll do like a pose, and then it'll kind of zoom into your visor, and that's when you start playing the game. Of course, it said training mode activated, so in training mode you can set a lot of different restrictions or like difficulty of the bots, or you can even turn bots off and just kind of mess around with the equipment and weapons. So of course the kind of main equipment of this game is the new grapple shot, and you can do a lot of cool things with that. You can use it, of course, to get away like that, or actually even pull yourself toward an enemy. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but I actually break that object, so there are like a few destructible objects. And also when you hit an enemy Spartan, it actually shows where you're landing their shots. They'll kind of like light up red in that area, which is a really cool feature in this game, so you can kind of know where you're hitting, and you know if you're getting those headshots, then you can keep kind of aiming in that same direction. So there is sprinting in this game, of course, but it's more of a visual thing, which is an interesting kind of solution to whether or not people like want the feature in the game. You know, it's nice for the new players because it looks like they're moving faster, but in reality it's only a slight increase, and you're probably thinking like, what's the point to that? Well, if it looks like you're going faster, then it definitely does feel like you're going faster. I'm sure there is a slight increase in speed, but it's like the smallest amount. I played a few matches where I didn't sprint at all, and if you want that classic Halo gameplay and you don't want to sprint at all, then that's totally good. And I really didn't feel much of a difference from sprinting to, you know, just moving around regularly. Also, I wanted to talk about the combat loop in this game. It's a ton of fun, and even just messing around in training mode, I didn't want to stop. Like when multiplayer was down for the night, or you know, just waiting for it to get back up during the day. Not that I had that many multiplayer issues with the flight. It ran pretty smoothly, just like when the multiplayer was actually available to play. So yeah, again, the combat loop, tons of fun, and there wasn't a single weapon I didn't want to use. I think they're all very well balanced, more so than honestly any other Halo game I've ever played. because usually, you know, there's that one weapon you don't want to use as much. For me, really, in this game, it was only the plasma pistol. I think the tracking could be a little bit better because it's kind of iffy. Sometimes it'll hit your target. It's really not as good as it used to be in the past. I don't know, maybe that's a good thing because it's kind of overpowered, but I don't know, maybe I'm just not as good at using it. I did kind of get the hang of it though eventually. So I did also want to talk more about kind of the Halo Reach kind of gameplay they took from this. Like, going back to the customization, it definitely seems like they're going more to a Halo Reach type thing, which I know a lot of fans were requesting, because Halo Reach definitely has the best customization, again, in my opinion. There were just so many different options, and I think Halo Reach's multiplayer is definitely the strongest. You can disagree with me. I definitely do like Halo 3, but as far as like building up customization, Halo Reach definitely knocked it out of the park with that. So, also, the art design is really good. Of course, you see the battle rifle right here is looking more like its classic design rather than the 343 Halo 4 and Halo 5 design, which is cool, but it didn't really fit with the Halo art design that we had seen before. I didn't really have any concerns with frame rate or any gameplay issues except for multiplayer online PvP. Did have some issues here and there, but I'm sure that'll be fixed by the time the game is actually released officially. I mean, this is a flight, so it's expected, and I'm not going to judge it based on that, because other than that, you know, the combat loop was amazing. The guns were all super satisfying. It felt like I could get a kill with every single weapon, which is good. The balancing was awesome. It didn't seem like any guns were too overpowered, and overall just the weapon sandbox was really satisfying to use. So there were some new weapons added and grenades as well, also some returning ones like the spike grenade. But guys, I'm going to have to be completely honest here with my opinions. I think this game is going to be awesome. I can't wait until it releases on December 8th. I mean, we've been waiting for this for such a long time. It's been delayed and delayed, so I definitely think they've used that extra time to make this game look pretty fantastic. I'm pretty excited to play the campaign as well, and, you know, hoping that it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm sure it will be. I mean, I know that 343 has made a lot of good decisions as far as the multiplayer. It makes me cautiously optimistic. For the campaign, I think it's going to be pretty awesome though, so I can't wait for the game to be released this holiday. So I did record some extra clips just of multiplayer and kind of some training modes here, so I'm going to play a few of those here at the end. Anyway, again, thank you for watching, and get playing some Halo Infinite.
Ammunition low. How very surgical.
Off the rack. Killing spree.
The enemy has captured Bravo. Let's see them try to take it from us. Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Your team scored.
Teammate!
They're under us.
Tagged one!
The enemy has captured Alpha.